Alrighty, MAGFest. We're getting set here to go ahead and start the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster ending a run with Paymonster. Alongside with him is Vermilion. And of course, the incentive is the wear a Servbot helmet for the whole run has been hit. So, yeah, I'm going to send it over to them. Take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm the Paymonster, and like you said, I got Vermilion alongside me. We're going to just do Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. So, do a countdown starting from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so this is Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. It's a remake of a game that came out in 2006 from Capcom. You know, a classic game. I think if you own a 360, you probably play this game at least once or twice. This game came out actually like last year, so it's relatively new and everything. There's a lot of really cool tricks compared to the older speedrun of this game. Very different in a lot of aspects. Very modernized. Frank looks a little different. And yeah, we're just gonna go through stuff. In the original, actually, you would jump a lot because that's the fastest move in the game. But now we just run because there's no other way to run besides that. And he's actually not as slow as he really was in the original. He's really slow. And the way this game works is like you want to level up so that you're faster and like Frank gets a little stronger as time goes on. So in the beginning, you're kind of weak and everything. Yeah. Gonna be a lot of cutscenes here holding the Y button. And yeah, if you don't know anything about this game, this speed will not teach you much about the lore of the game. You're gonna hear Madonna, you're gonna see some names of people. We got Mark here.
What up, Mark? Bye, Mark.
And we're just gonna head to this inconspicuous bench here. And it seems like a normal mall and everything.
Oh, here comes Donna.
Yep. Madonna. And guess what? There's zombies in the mall. Alright, well,
Yep, going quick.
like the name implies for the speedrun, it's Dead Rising with a lot of zombies. So the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna wait for Brian Reynolds here. We need him to die. He's a shotgun, and sometimes
there
he goes, he dies.
Quick.
He gets one shot by zombies, but he's a shotgun, so sometimes he takes a little bit of time to die. We need a shotgun for the remainder of the run. I mean, not the remainder of the run, but for the next few parts, and it's really important that we do that. Paymonster's immediately going to go to grab some items here. He's going to grab a coffee creamer and an apple. He's going to rinse his blender here, which is a new addition to this game. And he's going to talk to Otis while this thing's being created. And we're going to get an item called Quick Step. Yeah.
Grabbed his shoulder.
And now this item right here is Quick Step. It will allow us to run really fast. Might as well just do it since we're already here. And he's gonna talk to Jeff Meyer here, just for a little bit of EXP. Yeah, Jeff Meyer can be a little weird. He's a little tricky sometimes. Yeah, he's
Get out of here! I'm trying to talk to Jeff.
Yeah. You want to talk to Jeff for that little bit of EXP. You don't want to take too long sometimes because your quick step is like counting down. But yeah, the incentive for the helmet's coming up soon. We're gonna actually get the helmet coming up when we get to the store. But essentially, you want to use that quick step. You want the EXP, and yeah, we're on to the next few parts. So sadly, the pistol actually can't break down these windows. So Paymonster has to shoot this window down with a shotgun. Grab this upper helmet, and for the rest of the game, we're just gonna be a Servbot, you know?
Oh my God, this bear's in my way.
Yeah, there you go. And now we just have a Servbot helmet for the rest of the game. So now a Servbot with a shotgun is just gonna hang out around the mall. And so one thing about the speedrun that you wouldn't really expect is it's more not a third-person shooter or a zombie killing game. It's more of a skateboarding game. The fastest way of moving in this game is actually using skateboards, besides cars, obviously. But it's funny because we're just gonna be using skateboards the whole time, and you really want to make sure your skateboard's health isn't completely destroyed by the end of this. So we're gonna grab an item here. Yeah, Paymonster needs to grab the shotgun. Now he grabbed the shotgun.
Oh, did he grab the shotgun?
Yeah,
oh
he dropped the shotgun, and he actually.
I forgot to switch to the pistol.
Yeah, he needs a shotgun here because the next boss needs a shotgun, and we need to grab that book though because that book allows us to it triples the sturdiness of the skateboards, and you're gonna need a lot of skateboard durability for the rest of this run. there's so many zombies here, and all the zombies will what do we call it? Take some damage on the skateboards. So we grab two because we want kind of bad skateboard. We just like take a lot of damage to it, and the other skateboards we're gonna use it for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I'm actively trying to avoid hitting zombies there, so the skateboard's health is pretty good.
All right, and this is the first boss of the game. We got Carlito 1. Paymonster's goal here is going to be using a shotgun and try to snipe him. The shotgun's actually a really good sniper rifle in this game. It's a lot better than the original, but as long as Paymonster is able to get the last shot here, there you go. Barely missed it. Yeah, barely got it. Yeah. So if he doesn't get that shot on him, he actually just like keeps running away, and it's really annoying. Yeah. But Paymonster was able to do it. We're gonna grab another book up there, which allows our guns to do a little bit more damage. Here, he also gets the stock up as well. The level ups in this game can be are random, so, but in this game it's actually in a set cycle, just like the original, where you'll get every single cycle of level ups. It's just random which order you'll get it in. So the shotgun actually the original was one of the best weapons in the game. Very effective sniper rifle. Funny enough, but now we're gonna get rid of it, unfortunately, for a better weapon, which is gonna be the Uzi, the submachine gun here, in the fountain. You know, just normal mall stuff in Uzi in a in a fountain.
Yeah, there's some random weapons just all over this map. It's crazy. It's like in the mall. You'll see later we're gonna grab an Uzi that's just on top of like a shopping store, I guess.
Yeah, you know, just normal stuff.
Yeah.
Next time you check you go to a mall. Check around. There might be some stuff you never expected. We're gonna go over here, talk to Dr. Barnaby. Sir? He says no. We don't wanna. He doesn't want to talk to you. Basically, Frank has no idea what's going on right now. Where he's kind of just like how people are interpreting this run from people who never played the game before. So we're kind of the same level as him. We're just like, what's going on? Why are there zombies? Who are you people with guns? And yeah. A lot of skateboarding here. Paymonster, he doesn't really have to be worried too much about his skateboard health for this section because he has two skateboards, but later on, skateboarding has to be a little more effective. Also, that sound effect you guys are going to hear the whole entire run. You're going to hear it a lot. It is Otis. He is calling us. He's letting us know that there are people that need to be saved, and we are not going to save them because that loses time. And we're not going for all survivors. We're trying to just beat this game as fast as possible. Ending A, the only thing you really have to do is get to the heliport at 12 p.m. While doing all the cases, essentially, and this does not involve saving any random survivors, right? And the movement you're gonna see here a lot is Paymonster's gonna skate on this waterway here. This waterway is just a really clean way to get to the room we were just in, where everyone's at. And Otis calling us again. We're gonna hear that a lot the whole entire run, so I hope you guys like that sound effect. Elevator, the bane of many runners' existence because the zombies can be super aggressive. They can drop stuff that you don't like. The Surbot is skateboarding, guys.
Thanks a lot for your help.
All right, we get a little bit of EXP from Jeff Meyer because he followed us like 5 inches because he couldn't find the security room. And so this is one cool thing about this run is compared to the old game. The old game you actually just had to wait for time to pass by. In this version, we can fast forward. So anytime you see this screen right here, we're fast forwarding time as fast as possible. So it allows us to like actually speedrun the game because on the Xbox 360 version and without mods, you could not really speedrun the game correctly because you can't actually advance time in any possible way. So Paymonster's going to be doing this a lot. So if the host has anything they want to do,
it's perfect time
when
for
he
donations.
sees this, or donations or anything, talk about the charity or anything.
Currently no donations at this time, but we are still accepting donations. Currently sitting at $14,889.65. We are hoping to hit 15K, and we are really, really close to that amount. Of course, all proceeds are going directly to Child's Play charity, 100%, helping out the children in hospitals and shelters across the world. So definitely, guys, if you are interested in helping out, there is a QR code on your screen that will take you to our Tiltify account where you can donate and help. Not to mention, don't forget the incentives that are also included. when you're donating to help change up these plays that we have going on here this Sunday. And back to you guys.
Yep. So the reason why Paymonster went left side there is because there's a cutscene, a mandatory cutscene over that railing, so there's no reason to not do that. Also, one really funny thing about the Cerebot helmet is it replaces Frank's animation in the cutscene as well. So you'll always see the Cerebot helmet every single time you see a cutscene. Alright, this is Carlito 2. This boss was actually really, really annoying in the original. This version is a lot easier. He will shoot you. It's not too bad. He has a 50 cal sniper rifle, and Paymonster's goal is just to shoot Carlito in the head from as far as possible without being shot by him, essentially. And Carlito can become annoying because he just gets some weird angles and stuff like that, and Brad can kind of get in the way as well. But as long as Paymonster is able to get some shots, Brad might mess up the trick. Yep.
He's 1 HP. Just get out of the way.
Alright, there you got him, yeah. So
I'll pick up the Uzi.
yeah, so sometimes Brad just gets in the way. He's like, "What are you doing?" And you were like, "I'm trying to kill the moose." But yeah, Carlito, he has a separate rifle. We have an Uzi. The Uzi is a really good weapon in this game. We're going to be using it a lot comparatively to any other weapon in the game. And yeah, that's Carlito too. Usually a really scary boss, the original, because he can just straight up just kill you without you really being able to do anything. And this version, you just hide behind the pillar. You can shoot him. He can't shoot you. And there we go. So you're gonna see this area a lot. This is the way to the mall. And the movement here is a little tricky because if you try to drift with the skateboard like too narrow, like too straight into the wall, you'll just crash into it. And then you need to make sure that your lines are kind of wide there. Alright, so we're going to get a banger here. So there's going to be a boss, quote-unquote boss, inside the next area, which is the courtyard, I don't know, the outside. It's a respawning boss called the Convicts, and we don't really want to mess with them because they're really annoying, and it takes some time to actually kill them. In the original, with a category called All Bosses, we would actually kill the convicts, grab their car, and grab the machine gun off of the car. But here, we just want to get out of here as soon as possible. We're going to do a little bit of skating here. We're going to use the underground passage, the garage, early to collect some stuff that we need later for the run, and get to the next part of the run, which is Brad is hurt. He needs medicine from the infirmary, which is in the convenience store, and we need to go there. And yeah, the driving in this game. The driving in this game is very gross. Because any small little thing, like even a shopping cart, can just like ruin your whole entire time, and you gotta be a little careful. The one cool thing about driving in this game though is you get a lot of experience with killing zombies, and there's so many zombies in the garage. And yeah. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna grab the maintenance tunnel key, which is a very important item for later on in the run. And we're also gonna grab an Uzi, which is conveniently here. Like, why not? There's just an Uzi here, you know, in the maintenance tunnel of a mall. I think this is the way that Capcom interpreted American malls. Like, there's just guns everywhere. So, anyways, he's gonna go to the supermarket now. Thankfully, there's a passage leading into it here. And yeah, Otis is still calling us, fellow guys. I don't know if you guys noticed that sound. I mean, you guys probably did. He just calls us over and over again, and we don't want to talk to him. You can skip the dialogue, and it won't lose your actual time, but it's some weird inputs, and it's just not worth it, because, yeah, you can kind of mess up your movement.
Excuse me.
Alright, and next we have another boss, so we get a lot of bosses in a row in this run. The action just kind of keeps on going and going and going. We have Supermarket Steven. He's going to shoot him a little bit. We're going to roll backwards, try to hide behind this pillar here while he shoots us. We can shoot him. There you go. He was almost dead. And just a few more shots here. Should have fight. He wants to shoot him in the head a little more times. He just, you know, a little confused there, and he's dead. Really good fight. Perfect. Yeah, that fight can kind of go awry. Thankfully, this is a grocery store. In this game, you do heal by eating food. So if you ever do get low in this fight, you can just eat food, and not a big deal. And yeah. So one big thing about this game as well, which is really good comparatively to the original speedrun, is that there's actually autosaves. In the original game, you had to use the bathroom to save, and if you ever died in a boss, you are kind of screwed. You have very little backups when it comes to stuff. You kind of have to pray. And yeah, zombies can be really annoying sometimes. The damage can rack up a lot because zombies can be very aggressive, especially when you're running at a high FPS. You also can be safe. You can take this van, which is conveniently here, and we're gonna head back to the security room. The fastest way to the security room is just taking this car, and then taking another car. Sophie Richards, by the way, is dead. We sadly don't care. The well-being of these survivors is not a priority for us, guys. There's a category out there which is all survivors. Very cool category, but it's very, very hard, and the timing sequences you have to do for some of it is just very, very, very precise. And it's a lot longer to run as well. And Survivor AI could be a little tricky as well. Alright,
There's a funky car. It's just like slipping on butter.
yeah. So something funny about this game is you can just crash at top speed into a wall and won't hurt Frank at all. He's just immune, you know. Yeah. So Paymonster's gonna go over here. He's gonna grab another book. He's also gonna grab an Uzi on the railing as well because it's here and he's kind of getting low on ammo. And ammo is actually really important for this game because some bosses are sponges and can just take a lot of damage. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Like I said, there's just a random Uzi on top of here for some reason. Don't ask why. America stuff. And then we're gonna grab this book here, which makes it so our skateboards are even tankier. And go to Sophangus. We're just gonna keep going back to the security room. More minigame, basically MAGFAST Pro Skater. Oh. And there we go. We're completely safe. Now, once you get past that screen, you're basically completely safe. The only thing that can hurt you is yourself by crashing into walls with the skateboard. And we have a lot of time skips here, so again, if there's anything the host wants to say or anyone wants to talk about, good time. But Frank has a really cool watch. It's a Mega Man watch. I wish I had one of those.
It's time to get your donations, guys.
Exactly. We're actually really close to getting 15K. So if we got before this run, perfect, sick. So more skip cutscenes, and then we're gonna skip time as well. Like I said, in the original game, we would have to actually wait that time out. So if you were to play this game on console or no mods, you would actually just have to sit here, and it's just not a really well-made speedrun. Not well-made game for speedruns in general, but this game definitely they can take into account okay, well, people don't actually want to sit here the entire time. There is stuff to do in the mall, but sometimes you're kind of running out of stuff to do. Okay, so anyways, now we see that girl we saw earlier. Her name's Isabella. Spoiler, and she's gonna be in the supermarket that we were just at, where she was kidnapped by Steven. And we want to ask her some questions, so we're gonna go over there, try to talk to her. We have a cutscene here, which is actually convenient because we get teleported right next to the exit, which we'd love to see. That's gonna be another faction of enemies there. It's called the Colts. We're not gonna see them that much. They have raincoats. That's kind of cool, I guess. And yeah, we get Banger here. The convicts, we don't want them to annoy us too much. They can annoy us later on. Just hope that doesn't happen. Paymonster's also gonna grab some health here.
Some chalky milk up here.
Yeah, it looks like chocolate milk, but it's called coffee creamer. I've never seen coffee creamer that looks like that before, but it's just it looks like chocolate milk to me. I think most people call it chocolate milk. So, next boss. This is actually one of the more dangerous bosses, Isabella. She's going to be on a bike, and she has a pistol. And the pistol, if she shoots you, she will do exactly 2 damage to you. We only have about 6 HP, so we can only take 3 pistol shots. So, Paymonster's going to shoot her down first. Head a little bit. She's already shooting. That's not good. That's 2 damage. That's 1 damage, actually. It's actually a really good fight so far. And now she's in a weird AI.
Wait,
oh no,
perfect. Down.
Yep, that's a really good fight. So sometimes you can actually drive around, and it's a little tricky, and we don't like watching her drive around. She can just mess around, and we can't shoot her. And stuff like that. But it was a very clean fight. The AI was able to cooperate with us. And now we're on to skipping more time. It's a little bit more time. Isabella basically tells us to meet her really late night. And just to get some answers from her. Thankfully, we don't have to wait that time. We're just going to use this urinal here. Because this is how you pass time, apparently. He's just going to chill here. I don't think anyone could ever stay in a urinal for that long. Or a bathroom for that long without just getting bored out of their mind. But, you know, the Servbot helmet, you know, that's the enjoyment we get, you know. Imagine just seeing a Servbot with a suit, skateboarding down.
Also, here comes one of my favorite things in the whole run.
Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, Isabella basically is getting eaten by a zombie, or getting attacked by a zombie, and the fastest way to actually do that part is just to jump kick. Alright. Now we're escorting Isabella back to the security room where we're at, and we're basically worried about two things. Kindle, who's behind us, we didn't see him, thankfully. And the second part is the convicts, so they can spawn near us or away from us. We don't want them to be near us. They're near us. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna drive up to us. They're gonna shoot us. We're gonna hate it. We're gonna pick Isabella up. We're gonna try our best to get to the doorway to the left. And
Wait
wait a minute. Okay.
I thought they were gonna beeline straight for us.
Yeah. No. Yes. Oh no, they are. They're there.
Well,
They're
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yep. So they're just gonna
Wait.
come in this area. No. They're gonna be really annoying.
I'm
So
gonna go here.
yeah, they kind of hate you.
Oh wait.
So it's kind of annoying. She's taking a lot of damage. We just want to make sure that we get Isabel to this doorway. They kind of have these spurts of like shooting us, so they're not constantly on us 24/7. Thankfully,
I think we're good.
Yeah, but things can go wrong sometimes, and you can constantly keep getting hit by the convicts, and we're out. Thank God.
Same thing happened in practice. I was like, I hope it doesn't happen in the run.
And it happened, of course. You know, we practice stuff. So one thing about these cop zombies, though, they have pistols, and they actually just keep...
They're all in the water.
They're
Oh
really
my
annoying,
God.
yeah. You hate that. You hate to see it.
I think I'm good here. I can just go this way.
Yeah, this is an emotional scene right now because basically Carlito, who is Isabella's brother, injured her, and he feels bad about it. We hear the somber music, but it's ruined by Otis calling us on our walkie-talkie, telling us that there's people that need to be saved. Alright, but we're just gonna take Isabella back. She can't walk on her own. I mean, she technically can, but she's injured, and we don't want to do much else. So one cool thing about survivors in this game, in Dead Rising 1 and I believe 2 as well, is that when you're carrying a survivor, funny enough, you're actually really broken. Because you can't get grabbed by a zombie, you can only get smacked by a zombie. So you have grab and like you're grab immune, but you can get smacked. I mean, and that's just like how it is. But yeah, that's gonna be a relatively not bad Isabella escort. Now we have more time skips here, which is fine, you know. Some time skips, thankfully. We don't have to wait that long, like I always say.
If any donations come in while I'm pulling up my watch, go right ahead.
Matter of fact, we did. We got a $21.07 donation by Big Skinty saying, well, thank you so much.
It's like whenever I hear that, I always think of the SpongeBob episode where it's stop playing the music.
Oh, Mr. Krabs on the boat.
Yeah. Stop playing that music.
Stop.
Because when you hear that music, that's the sound of death, you know? The comics are coming. And like I said, guys, that boss, they will always infinitely respawn. Even no matter how many times you kill them, they will just keep respawning, yeah. So now Paymon has to do one thing in this game which you wouldn't expect from a zombie survival game, which is stop bombs from exploding in the underground passage of a mall. Basically, Carlito, he says, you know what, I'm gonna bomb this whole entire mall. And he's gonna put a lot of bombs, and we need to actually just get rid of them. They're all gonna be underground. And thankfully, earlier we got a maintenance tunnel key, which allows us to get underground a lot faster. It's skateboarding all the way over there. And yeah, Carlito. This is technically Carlito 3. You actually don't need to kill Carlito in this part. It's not necessary to complete the run. But it's, if you're doing all bosses, you would have to. So the first thing Paymonster's gonna do, he's gonna grab some meat. Just be a little safe here. Eat some raw meat because, you know,
Through the helmet.
Yeah, through the helmet, exactly. The Cerbot's actually, eating the meat. So yeah, he's gonna take a specific order here for bombs. So Carlito isn't active yet, but the moment Carlito, you defuse one bomb or grab one bomb, what's it called? Carlito will be active, and you don't want Carlito to hit your car at all because if he even taps your car, it's a lot of damage. The car mechanics of this game just make no sense, and you just don't want Carlito at all to tap your car. If your car breaks down, you gotta start skateboarding everywhere. There's a guy with bombs, Molotov cocktails, just running around. And okay, we dodged them, thankfully. All right, let's go. And yeah, skateboarding out here is not fun. So yeah, he's just gonna go to these underground areas, make sure that we get the correct bombs in the correct order. And basically want to get into order where it's like goes from the farthest from the exit, the closest to where we're at first, to the closest to the exit. You never thought you guys would see the day where a Surfbot is defusing bombs, you know?
Oh, Carlito.
You
Can't throw any grenades.
I'm surprised. He felt nice. But yeah, and when you're doing all bosses though, you actually do have to kill Carlito, and it's really, really funny with how you actually like keep him locked. He just keeps driving into a wall over and then you smack him. Alright, so here we're gonna go over here, grab some more. Zombies are gonna grab us because that's what zombies do. And the good thing about this whole entire section is, although we're kind of losing health, if you notice we're getting a lot of EXP from killing zombies, and that will help out a lot because we're getting a little stronger. We're getting a full health refill, which is one of the most important parts. The Paymonster has this bomb. Oh, didn't grab it yet. And then we're gonna grab one last bomb, and then we're gonna head out of here. There'll be a little tricky part of this part of the run, which is just bomb disposal. But yeah, the Cerbot is trying his best right now. I had a discussion one time about what's more popular, Cerbots from Mega Man Legends, where they're from, or Dead Rising. We came to the conclusion that it's probably Dead Rising at this point. Most people probably would associate this helmet, because I think so many of us play this game with the helmet on. It's so iconic. Alright, so this car is basically on its last legs, but thankfully we're about to reach this exit.
Yeah, we don't care about the car anymore. Let's just slam it into this.
Yep. It just stops everything. You look here, Cerbot with diffusing bombs.
Get these out of here!
He's just smiling. And then one of my favorite parts is when the Cerbot helmet just like not rendered at all, and it just looks like really funny because it's like it just looks really funny, yeah. And sometimes Frank can hold stuff to his face, and it just goes through the helmet. And it's really funny.
There's the butter slip.
Well.
We just got a $89.28 donation by Zimbolo. Says that should get you over. If it didn't, then blame my bad math. Which he was right on the dot.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit 15K.
Woo! Right, you said that. Frank stepped to the wall.
He was so overjoyed he fell over.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your generosity. I can't believe it. A new record. Let's keep going. But we gotta go fast, magFAST. Thank you guys so much.
Let's go. Finally reaching 15K. You know, it's the first time ever, so it's crazy.
Wow. He is still overjoyed over hitting 15K. He's just
Yeah.
falling over.
Yeah, you love to see it. Even Frank's got the the holiday spirit here. So now we're just gonna fast forward time a little more, and we're gonna. It says we're gonna miss some radio dialogue. We don't care. You know, Otis has been calling us the whole entire run. You think he's gonna answer now? And we're gonna fast forward time a little bit, and then we're gonna go into this cutscene. And basically, Isabella's like, okay, I actually want to go to Carlito's hideout, and she knows where it's at, and she was there. And now we're gonna head over there. We're gonna escort her. And sorry guys, but we're gonna hear a lot of Frank screaming because
Oh, the helmet. I
this is.
forgot about
Oh
that.
yeah. So first of all, we're gonna hear a muffled scream. Okay, and the reason why we're yelling over and over again is because Isabella is really aggressive. Okay, and she's really aggressive. And if you don't keep calling her over and over again, she's gonna start shooting zombies. She thinks she's cool. But we're gonna keep calling. We're gonna keep calling her, and we're gonna hear it through the helmet, and it's really funny. All right. So we did that.
OJ time.
Yep. And Paymonster's gonna keep health just in case. Oh, he knocked her down.
Excuse me, OJ time.
Yeah, basically, since right now, we have to wait for Isabella to get to the exit anyways, so Paymonster is free to do some things here, so what he's gonna do is get some health here, the full HP here, and wait for her.
Scream that while drinking orange juice. That's crazy.
Hey, he's a ventriloquist, you know? Yeah, it's actually really funny. I've never really heard her through the helmet like this before this much, it's really funny. But yeah, she's walking over here, and yeah, and as long as we keep screaming at her, we will not have her shoot stuff, and it takes forever. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're not gonna actually go to the exit immediately. We're gonna, funny enough, we're gonna head over to this little tree in the corner here, and like I said, guys, like this is a Japanese game. This is what they interpreted Americans as doing. There's a random Uzi in this tree, in this tree branch. We're gonna shoot it with another Uzi and replace this Uzi with that Uzi. So now we have more ammo. This stuff, you know.
Random Uzi up there.
Yep. Alright, so now we're just gonna keep calling her. We're gonna keep hearing that over and over again. Thankfully, this section isn't too long, or else my thumbstick would be destroyed, and my ears would bleed from hearing Frank say the same voice lines over and over again. You didn't have, yeah. This is it is sadly not a troll thing we're doing. It's what you have to do basically to speedrun. Alright, so Paymonster's gonna just head to the hideout and just chill there. Not much really else he can do here. He's got two Uzis with 100 ammo each.
I can just chill here.
See, the speeding which you do it doesn't actually matter. It's just funnier, but like he's just doing it for fun. But you just need to keep calling her in a way so she won't just start shooting. 'Cause she will, if you don't do this at all, she will just start
blasting.
She'll actually just start doing like action movie stuff. You know, she's the main character. Oh my god. And she pushes a zombie. All right, cool. All right, so now we're in Carlito's hideout, and Isabella's looking at stuff here, trying to figure out this laptop situation here, and then we're gonna head back to the security room to hear what Jessie said. Jessie said she found something, and we need to head back to the security room to figure out what she wants to show us. So this section, I mean, once you get past this part, I would consider this the end game. So this section of the run is we're gonna head back and we're gonna figure out stuff, and then we're gonna fight the final boss of the run. But when you fight the final boss, it's not technically the end of the run yet. So we're gonna hear the convicts a little bit here. Oh, never mind. I should forgot. They despawn. My bad. I'm sorry, guys, for anyone who wanted to hear that song. I know you guys wanted to hear Frank yelling a little more. I get it. It's a better song, honestly. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Find out about Jesus discovery. Those lights are actually the epitome of problems in speedrun, actually, because anytime like Frank can just like run into those lights and then just keep flying. It's awful. Yeah, this hallway. We all know what it looks like at this point. You probably see this hallway more than any other room in the entire game. The security room. But yeah, we're gonna just head over there. Jesse's gonna be like, Frank, I found something. It's gonna be the final boss, Larry, ragging Carlito. Yep, right here.
Take a look.
Which we're gonna be like, okay, well, I need to talk to Carlito so we can figure out what's happening. And we're gonna use the underground passage one more time. Yeah, the Serbot though, on his mission to finally get some answers. Skateboarding here, really tricky as always. Yeah, but this mall though, it's funny enough, in the speedrun actually for this category, we don't even get to see one of the big parts of this mall. We just see a small glimpse of it.
Oh, wait, I'm the wrong way.
It's there's Wonderland Plaza, which we don't get to see. We mainly just see this plaza and North Plaza. Because funny enough, the Wonderland Plaza is completely optional area, which is funny to think about because it's one of the big main plazas of the whole entire speedrun. I mean, of the whole entire area. I'm gonna grab some meat here. Imagine eating meat like that. How is the Serbot even eating that? He's just smiling the whole time. But yeah, he's gonna take this car over there, heading to the exit. And the turning with this car is awful, by the way. It is horrible. It's like unlike any other car you'll ever drive in another game ever. Like you can just like turn a corner, and if the back part of your car hits a corner, then it will just stop immediately. You're like, what just happened? Like that original as well. Oh yeah, we're gonna fight Larry. It's funny because Larry's he's actually a friendly boss technically. So if you don't do anything to him, he won't hurt you. He won't hurt you. He just he just wants to give his customers some good meat, which is you. But the moment you shoot him is when he says, "Okay, you know what? I don't like you actually." So for this fight, we're gonna try to shoot Larry in the head as much as possible. He's gonna do this attack where he just throws cleavers, and as long as you're behind this desk here, he just doesn't actually hit you. This attack though is really dangerous. This attack will actually do 4 damage to you, so you definitely just want to avoid his meat. There. Alright, another meat throw here. Paymonster's gonna be a little careful here. Trying to get this. We have 2 Uzis for a reason here because we want to make sure this boss finally die. He's a sponge. He's a sponge. He has infinite levers. You know, where's he throwing it from? And there you go. That's there. It's the final boss. The run's not over yet though. We do have to give Isabella the bad news that, spoiler alert, Carlito is dead. He gave us a pendant, and we have to give it to Isabella. And we got speed up. It's actually really good. And we're gonna take this board and head immediately to Isabella's. I mean, Carlito's hideout. I mean, technically Isabella's hideout at this point because Carlito's dead. So. She inherited. Supermarket, obvious lot of zombies. Gonna head immediately over to the Carlito's hideout. You see this hallway a lot as well. The cop zombies, you hate to see those. Those guys are not good.
I don't think we didn't get randomly shot by cop zombies, surprisingly.
Those
Oh, right. Oh my! You can't make that up.
Why
that
would
was
you? Why would you even say that? Why would you?
Twice.
You can't say stuff like that.
Wow.
All right, so you're gonna skip time here. Skip 10 p.m. We're gonna get a cutscene where Frank presents the pendant to Isabella, because that is Carlito's last wish. I mean, I think last wish, and all cases are closed. So we have every condition met for ending A. The only thing left to do is wait till 12 p.m., which we promised our pilot on the first day. We would meet them on the heliport 3 days at 12 p.m. So We're gonna fast forward time. We're gonna get a bunch of cutscenes. Stuff's happening. I don't want to spoil what's happening actually, because a lot of stuff just happens here in this end part of the game. See Jessie, who we saw a few times in the speedrun. Unfortunately, she didn't really get much screen time. And we're just gonna fast forward our watch. It's midnight now. We have 12 more hours left until the run's over. Not actual 12 hours. The game is not running an actual like one-to-one time scale, thankfully, because waiting 12 hours in game would be crazy. The time ticks like pretty fast, relatively, but at the same time, like you definitely don't want to wait that long for stuff. So when Paymonster gets to a certain time, the military is gonna come in, do some stuff, and guess what? There's no more zombies left in the mall. So it allows us to just basically take our victory lap essentially and get to the end game, which is we're going to the heliport which we promised our pilot on the first day.
So now would be a good time for any shout-outs. So yeah, you can give some shout-outs. We can give a shout-out to Apache who might be watching, Days Ahead. I have some friends over in Cali that might be watching. It's a little late, but if you're watching, appreciate it. Yeah, we're pretty much in the home stretch here.
We just got a $50 donation by Apathy Duck, who was just on earlier with the Super Metroid run, saying, I have a vague, excuse me, I have a vague memory of needing to donate $50 dues for being bad, but I'll pay it forward for the donation incentive out of respect for MJ. Sorry, Marlon. Thank you so much.
Alright, so we're basically just gonna get to the last part of the run, which is the room we started it all in, the security room. And time is coming up soon, so get ready on time. So Paymonster's gonna head to the couch we have seen a billion times. The fast forward time.
Last time looking at the watch.
You get to see Frank's stylish watch one last time here.
Time.
Alright, and that's Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, ending A. It's a serve bot just on the heliport.
Like, damn, runs over.
Alright, any closing remarks?
No, pretty much thank to you GDQ staff, or not GDQ, magFAST staff. Thank you magFest, thank you people in the crowd for staying up this late, so hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks for having me. And thanks for being on the couch for a million.
No problem.
Still alive.
Thank you.
That son of a bitch.
Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Guys, give it up once more for Paymonster and Vermilion for Dead Rising. Thank you guys so much. That was an incredible run.